Hi, my name is Tyler Elrod. I am the Assistant Technical Director at Raleigh Little Theater, and today I want to talk to you about sound. There are many different ways to think about sound, but today I want to consider three basic categories: dialogue, sound effects, and ambience. Dialogue is the most important category of sound because, for the majority of the time, it is what conveys the story. It is very important that the words you say can be heard clearly and distinctly. All of the fundamentals of acting are just as important when you're acting in front of a camera. You want to speak clearly, project your voice to the microphone so that it is loud enough without being strained, don't mumble or talk too quickly, and make sure you hit those consonants. There are some technical tricks that can help you out as well. Try to minimize any background noise. This can be pets, loud appliances like ice makers or fans, the landscapers that always seem to show up right as you're trying to record, and, of course, other people talking in the background. Try to make sure that, for the most part, everybody who is speaking is roughly the same distance from the microphone, so that one person isn't way louder than everybody else. A common scenario, if somebody is reading lines off camera, make sure they aren't standing right next to the camera. The next category of sounds are sound effects. These can be thought of as the dialogue for objects, and they can really add a lot of life to a scene. Especially if you are using a prop to suggest a different kind of object, as Kathleen mentioned in her video, the sound effect can really sell what that prop is supposed to represent. Be careful not to get too carried away though. You don't need to add in every single little sound for every object because too many sound effects can be overwhelming. Try to focus on what's really important to convey the story. For example, maybe your fantastic invention makes some crazy sound while it's working. What do you think that sound would be? Of course, recording your own sound effects is ideal, but that's not always possible. The good news is it's quite easy to find pre-recorded sound effects online. Just download them and add them in when you're putting your video together. The third and final category for sounds is ambience. This is the background noise, and it can fill in all the little gaps and make a scene much fuller than it otherwise would be. Ambience can provide context for location, weather, or even time of day. A great way to add a little ambience is through music, but you have to be extremely careful if you want to include it in a video. The piece of music needs to have a very specific copyright license to be able to use it. Even non-copyrighted works, like most classical music, can still fall under very strict copyright protections because of the specific arrangement or even the performance itself which was recorded. We want to see your homemade play showcased proudly online, but automated copyrighted works detection bots can and will remove videos for using protected music, so unless you make sure to do some very careful and deliberate research beforehand, it might be best to avoid using music in your video, just to be safe. Thanks so much for watching, and have fun exploring the world of sound for your homemade plays. We can't wait to see what you come up with.